Welcome to part 2 of my kitchen renovation video. In part 1 you saw me wrap these cupboards here. I'll pop a link down in the description if you haven't seen that video. Just basically used a vinyl wrap to change the colour of the cabinets. So in part 2, let me show you what I'm going to be doing. This is where I had my integrated fridge freezer, so that's already been taken out. You really didn't need to see my food all over the kitchen. So that's already been pulled out. This unit's going to be removed. I'm actually going to save the pieces in case I need any end panels, so I'll just pop that to one side. I've bought some new cabinets, so I got these from B&Q. Both going to go in here. So this cupboard is actually the wall unit. That's going to be moving up here next to this one. Flip the doors around so that they both open in the centre. And then directly underneath we'll have the 1000 base unit with two 500 doors. To here there's going to be the 300 cabinet, so it's marked out on the wall. It's going to come out, I mismeasured that, so it's going to come out to about here. So that is going to give me space, probably for an American fridge freezer here. Whether I'll get an American fridge freezer I'm not sure yet, but it gives someone else the space there if that's what they want to do. So I've already got some extra sockets here, so that's really, really good. So once this worktop's extended out, I have got the socket space there, which is brilliant. I am going to need to get an electrician in just to put another socket down here in this corner for the fridge freezer. So once I've pulled this cupboard out, put the next cupboards in, I'm going to be ripping off all of these tiles. I've already bought the tiles, picked these up today, so these were I think £9.60 a pack. I've got 4 packs which should be enough. So £9.60 a pack, it's about £12 square metre I think, which really isn't bad. So all in all, just short of £40 for these tiles here. I'll also pick up some trim. So before I do the tiling, these worktops are going to be changed, and this is going to be extended out right to the end. I'm going to be getting a new sink. And I've decided I'm going to get a new hob as well. There's nothing wrong with this one, it does work, but I think with having everything else updated, a new hob will look quite nice. And I have seen one that's relatively cheap. So yeah, that's pretty good. Over here I did have, the previous owners had boxed this in and tiled around it. It was taking up too much space on the worktop and it was driving me crazy. So that obviously needs access to be able to pressurise the boiler still. So I'm going to try and make something to go around here. I don't want it tiled, I want it to be something that's functional as well. So I'm going to get started today by building these. Well, say today it's 9:30 at night. So I want to get these built tonight so that I can put these in tomorrow. And another thing that I'm actually going to be doing is having an integrated dishwasher. So these units are actually going to be moving down. So this one here that doesn't have the handle, that's going to be coming off. The dishwasher's 600 wide, this is only a 500 door. So that's going to be coming out. That cupboard isn't going to be used anywhere, so that I'll probably just keep it for spare parts in case I want to do something somewhere else. So I've got a 600 door that was left over from the bottom of the fridge freezer. So that's going to be used as an appliance door for the dishwasher. So let's get started on these cabinets. So that is cabinet 1 done. That took absolutely ages. You need a PhD to do that, pretty much. If you thought IKEA furniture was bad with their instructions, this was even worse. So I'm going to have a brew and then start on the next one. So that's both cabinets together now, and it turns out I hadn't measured that piece wrong. I think I need to double check my worktop measurements because I may have gone off that other mark. So it's a good job they haven't been cut down yet. I'm not sure when the worktops are actually due to arrive, but I'm very much looking forward to having all of this extra space. I don't know about everyone else, but I've got so much stuff in the kitchen. sure most people would love to have this number of units, but it's still not enough for me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting these put in the morning. So I will see you then. So it's the next morning and I'm going to get cracking, moving these cabinets and getting the new ones put in. So that is the first lot of cabinets in. Just here I've put in the spare 500 door. I just wanted to check that it was lined up okay. Because you'll probably see just under here, the cupboards are slightly different heights. Can you see? So I just wanted to check that I could get the doors level. So here's inside. Now the trouble is with this worktop, I had noticed previously that it wasn't straight at the back, it was at a funny angle. So until I get the tiles off and this worktop off, I can't level it up properly. So I'm going to now get on with putting on the wall units and sorting out the cupboard under the sink. So yesterday I managed to get the wall cupboards in, the base units. I even managed to get everything organised in them. So I'm absolutely made up with the amount of space that I've got in there now. Didn't get round to doing the sink because I did need to go out and get a new bit for the jigsaw. So by the time I got back from that, it was just a little bit too late to be doing the sewing. So I'm going to get started with that now. The dishwasher's due in the next couple of hours, so hopefully I'll get that done before it arrives and then I can get that put into place. Space has now been made for the dishwasher, which has actually arrived. So I need to try and level this floor out. I think I'm going to use the bottom of that tall unit that housed the fridge freezer in. Hopefully that shouldn't be too high. I do think that they should have adjustable legs. I was hoping to keep this worktop in one piece, but unfortunately this is really well stuck together. I had undone the worktop bolt securing it, but it's obviously been secured as well with like a mitre glue. And with the tiles on top as well, it just wasn't budging, so I thought I'll just cut it. The worktops are coming in a few days anyway, so I'm just going to pop the sink back on top of there. We're not going to be using it like this for very long, plus I'll have the dishwasher anyway for washing up, so not exactly how I wanted to do it, but it's actually made it a little bit easier for moving things around. So I should be able to slot that in nicely now and get everything tidied up. So this has been a little bit of a pain in the backside. It took me absolutely ages to get the dishwasher installed because the template that had been provided with it for the door had all of the holes in the wrong places. So I was messing around with that for probably about 45 minutes. So I thought rather than boring you all with a time lapse of me messing around, let's just skip that bit. I've got everything plumbed back up underneath the sink, no leaks. But what I have done is I've piped up the hot and cold taps backwards, so I can sort that out when the new sink goes in. I just need to remember. I'd not marked them up when I took everything apart, so it's my own fault. So yeah, I am totally losing the will to live. Look at the state of the kitchen at the moment. It is an absolute bomb site. So that's been stressing me out a little bit as well, because I've not been able to find half of the tools that I've been using. I put them down, then I go back to find it again, and I don't know where I've put it. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a pain. So I think I'm probably just going to get tidied up now and maybe start taking some of the tiles off. So it's now Saturday. I didn't actually get a lot done yesterday, which was Friday. I ended up being out most of the day, so I literally only got a few more of the tiles off. The tiles are actually making an absolute mess of the wall, so I'm going to have to get this patched up. But I did have an electrician round this morning to have a look at putting some extra sockets in and wiring up the extractor fan. So as these walls are going to be chased, I'm just going to leave those until the electric works have been done, patch them up. They don't have to be perfect because obviously they're going to be tiled over again. Just finding it difficult to actually get behind these ones. On this section I just ended up hitting at the wall with a hammer, so I didn't want to be filming whilst I was doing that because there were bits flying everywhere. So I think what I'm going to do today, or this afternoon, is just do the painting. I'm just going to paint the room white. So it's now a couple of days later. I've just had the electrician in and I've got all of my sockets sorted out. So there's a new socket behind the fridge and also down here for the dishwasher and the washing machine. So I've managed to get all of the painting done. There is maybe just a few bits that just need touching up on the ceiling. I'm leaving that wall in magnolia for now just because it runs all the way up the stairs and I'm not going to be able to actually get all the way up to the top to do that. So it looks a lot fresher in here now. Nice, white and bright. So I've also got the new cupboard doors have arrived. So these match up really well. I did actually have to just chisel out a little bit here just to make it the same style. I did think that they were going to come like that, but they didn't, unfortunately. So I got those wrapped last night. I just need to go and get a couple of new handles. I think I'm one short. Did actually pick some up from B&Q, but I picked up the wrong size, so I need to go and change them. Always worktop day finally. We've had a bit of a delay with the worktops. I was hoping that they would come on Thursday or Friday. It's now Sunday, so they are coming on Monday. But over the weekend I went to IKEA and I got some under-counter lights. So I've got them fitted. I've ordered a plinth to go, not a plinth, pelmet to go underneath. So I'm waiting for that to be delivered and then I will wrap that in the same colour as the cabinets. It will just help hide the lights from underneath. But I thought these were a bargain, £19 for 4. The cables are really long. This here will be hidden by the splashback, and I've just been able to run it sort of like above the boiler down the side and it'll come out here. So once I've got the tiling done I'll be able to tidy all that up properly. I've tried to patch up the walls as best as possible. Definitely not my best work. Thankfully tiles are going up here and I'll be able to get that straight, hopefully. Just need to make sure that I don't have any major bits sticking out. There is a piece over here that's sticking out quite a lot. I might need to knock that off. But yeah, that's all patched up and sorted now. So in the morning I'm going to get the worktops off, sort this cupboard out. I did stand on that and I've bent it, so I need to level that out, get all of this as it should be, and then the worktops can go on. I also started building the cover for the boiler earlier, so I'll be able to get that painted later. It's just filled in some holes that were covering the screws, to cover the screws, so I'll get that sanded down once it's dry and painted, but that should look really good. So yeah, we're nearly getting there, so I'm hoping over the next couple of days I can get this finished off, because it is an absolute mess at the moment. Worktops have arrived. They're already cut out, so they can just be fitted and everything put in place. So it's 20 to 1 in the morning and I've kind of got the worktops in. The walls are totally not straight. I'm assuming that this is what the issue is, but I've got huge gaps around the sides, so I'm gonna have to knock a little bit out of the wall tomorrow, I think. So I think if I just notch a little bit out here, should be able to get it sorted, but there is a huge gap just down here, and then also down here. So because I'd got these pre-cut, they were already mited out, so I don't know whether that's maybe got something to do with it as well, but obviously it's too late to be sorting anything out, so I've managed to get the sink in, which is looking nice. I've not plumbed up the taps because I do need some pieces for that, but I've got all of the waste and everything sorted. I do not know what is going on with this door. I think I might need some new hinges because it's just not staying straight. But I've noticed that with a few lots of the hinges, I did try to adjust it earlier as well. Same with this one up here, that one's gone. So I've got some more hinges somewhere, I think, so I'll get those swapped over. So I've hopefully got someone to come and do the gas tomorrow. I was a little bit worried about taking the cooker out, so I've decided to completely shut off the gas. So I had a shower earlier, just in case I was needing to wait sort of like a day or more until the gas can go back on again. But yeah, it's been a productive day. I'm absolutely exhausted. So I'm not going to be able to do anything more until tomorrow afternoon now. But another thing that I did, because those worktops are so long, I'd ended up scraping the cupboard, so that's going to have to be redone. Need to patch up here, some over here as well. So yeah, these are not very durable. If you wrap your kitchen, be really careful with smashing things into it. So I'm definitely going to need to get some more wrap, which is a little bit annoying, but it's one of those things. I think if there would have been 2 people lifting the worktop, that wouldn't have happened, so it's my own fault. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to get the worktop in properly. But I really love how it looks. I think it looks great. I've put the tiles up against it. I'm happy with the colour that I've picked. So I think if I can get the worktop sorted tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to start the tiling tomorrow night. So hopefully we'll be finished over the next couple of days. So I've skipped a little bit of filming. Yesterday I ended up getting the worktop sorted out. Didn't quite manage to fix this gap. It's a little bit smaller than it was, but it's not perfect. But I am hoping that the tile should cover that up. I also got the gas cooker fitted yesterday. So in here is looking really, really good now. And this morning I got a new fridge. So I was actually just slightly off with the measurements with this. I hadn't realised that these needed a little bit of extra space. I've had to notch out some of the skirting board so that the door opens. But I think that just looks great in here now. So I'm really chuffed that I've got loads of space in the fridge and freezer. So now that means I can get rid of my chest freezer there too, which is brilliant. So last night I ended up just doing a few little bits. I fixed the cupboards that were damaged. Managed to sort the hinges out on this too, and the one up there. So all of the cupboards are how they should be now. I fixed the extra plinth panel on as well. I just need to push that into place. So shortly I'm going to cut the end panels, and I won't be able to wrap them because I don't think that I've got enough wrap left. So I'll get the end panels cut. I've also found a spare piece of plinth that my mum had. She's just been doing her kitchen, and I think that's going to fit on my windowsill. I was going to get a piece of UPVC plastic, but when I was looking at the sizes, they didn't seem to be right. So I think the plinth just needs a slight bit cutting off it. I'll be able to put that down. I've still not decided whether I'm going to tile over it yet, so I'll have to wait and see with that one. But yeah, I've got plenty to be getting on with today, and I'm hopefully going to start the tiling as well. So the kitchen is finished, it's looking amazing. Here's a reminder of what it looked like before I started. So I think you'll agree there's a massive improvement here. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out, really proud of this project. Please leave your comments down below, let me know what you think, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks very much for watching. I'll hopefully see you again soon.